doing ye old stream setup here as we readjust the mic and yeah, looks like we're broadcasting. Beep boop. Looks like things are going okay. Okay. Here we are. Ba-boom. Ba-boom. There we go. Here we are. We are set up to go with little hope of succeeding now that my favorite character is dead. Oh man, tell you what, fighting this sinus infection has been ridiculous. Um, Thankfully tested negative for COVID, but it's just like I took a couple days off, went river tripping, just kind of down in down in southeast Ohio. Just little fishing trip, little canoe trip, just enjoying nature as the leaves start to turn on the trees, as one does. And yeah, ended the trip, and it just kind of like as my dad and I were loading up the boat, it just kind of felt like somebody threw me face first into a field of ragweed. And from there, it was just kind of like, you know, well, it's a good thing I'm on vacation, um, and sick, because, you know, that's, uh, that's, uh, yeah. Whoa, sorry, I'm just making sure we're all good here. This is ridiculous. Okay, look at that. We are live and we are broadcasting. I thought our signal was popping in and out. Okay, cool. This whole time I'm watching the meters on my screen kind of like they're all over the place, and I thought we were going in and out of broadcasts, so that's my bad. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. If you were here, if you saw the beginning and didn't just immediately skip to this part in the VOD, getting over a sinus infection, I was not really able to stream last Thursday. But coming up, we will hopefully remedy that. I'm looking to finish Mother 3 this coming Thursday. I'm very excited for that. And we've got Little Hope tonight. I don't know how long this game is. Bonus features. What are the bonus features? I don't even know anything about this game other than the story we've played. Cool. Art book. That's cool. Boy, it doesn't let you... Okay. I was about to say it doesn't let you zoom in. This is cool. I'm gonna roll through this a little bit. Into your house. It's cool, just... I love art books in general, but I always like having the physical things. Yeah, it's just like... gives so much more context to every little detail and thing. Indeed. So cool. Okay, I'm like afraid I'm going to accidentally see something and spoil part of the story for myself. I just kind of want to play, to be honest. We're getting there. My voice is going to hold out as long as it holds out. I don't know if I'm going to be talking too much tonight. Just cuz I'm at like the tail end of the sinus thing and it's throat's dry. So without further ado, Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cool cats, theys, them, and dumb dogs, welcome back to Thick DG. Welcome back to Twitch. Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to Sunday Scaries here on twitch.tv/ThickDG. I am your host, and tonight we are playing Little Hope. We are on part 3. We have only lost one character so far, and it was devastating. So I would like you all to sit back, relax, pop the tab on your preferred beverage, and strap in as we fight these Sunday Scaries in the Dark Picture Anthology, Little Hope. Whatcha! Whatcha! Okay. New story. Let's just start over, you know?
Daniel, you out here? Shit.
See Daniel out here?
No, he's not here yet.
Okay, let's keep going. Daniel will be okay. He'll catch us up.
He'll catch us up. I don't like John. I still don't like John.
Daniel,
He's too
you okay?
Daniel, please answer me!
controlling. Too eager. But I was thinking about my purgatory theory from the earlier parts, part 1 and 2.
Daniel,
And
where are you, buddy?
sorry, everybody.
Andrew,
Okay. I'll get to it in a second.
you guys! I'm up here.
Boy, am I happy to see you.
At least I'm not the only one damp and disheveled.
I like how he just shot forward. Huh. Okay. Purgatory theory. You gotta check the trunk. I had a purgatory theory, but I started thinking about it and...
Nice. We'll try to forget I just saw this.
Anthony Clark, the only survivor of the blaze, was released from police. So yeah, the thing with Little Hope being purgatory and whatnot, I don't know. Because their battery drains on their phone. A scene that Taylor was in, like,
You see that?
before she passed.
Stay on your toes. Anything could happen.
No one in Little Hope is safe while you still draw breath, Joseph. You must die today.
Not even your wife Amy was spared your lust to serve Satan.
Damn me if you must. You're not fit. Speaking of my late wife.
There is still fight in you. I must drive the devil out for the safety of everyone here.
Oh, no one is safe.
Joseph, do you renounce the devil and all his teachings?
I carry no sin. I'm no disciple of the devil. Our town is infected with madness. Brought here by Satan's servants.
We have to stop this.
Come on! Help me! Look, there can be no more doubting. This is witchcraft.
We should have
More
confronted
stones.
Mary.
The devil must be crushed from within him. Do not flinch. The fate of Little Oak rests in your hands.
I regret not confronting Mary.
We're screwed. There is no way out from this nightmare.
We don't have a lot of time.
Time for what?
Look,
John! What are you doing?
I can't get away from this thing. You saw what happened to Taylor. I'm not going the same way.
are you crazy? We gotta move!
I'm not waiting around to watch you get yourself killed! This is suicide!
Oh. Okay.
Come on, you fuck! I'm ready!
Run, Angela. Woohoo! Missed me.
Angela!
How's that feel, fucker?
You gonna help Angela or?
It won't open! like now!
This thing is only interested in me! Get out of here! Go! I'll hold it back!
You can get away! Escape! I did! You don't have to do this!
This is stupid! Get out of there! Is it gone? I don't see it anymore.
Whew! That was close.
You had been there.
Where in God's name are we now?
Place looks like it burned down. Something here isn't right.
The sooner we get away from here, the better I'll feel.
$4:59 a.m. Oh, that little girl.
Don't notice me at all. They don't care.
Not seeing anything. Yeah, so like if they're in purgatory, if they're not actually there, the physical things that aren't like the electronics, I don't get how they would still drain, you know? Hmm. That's interesting. How about that key, though? I guess it's not gonna let us take the key. Okay. Letter from Reverend Carson. Thank you for your letter regarding Megan. I see. Okay. It's not what I thought it was. Oh, man. They are all coming for us.
What's that?
Most likely the girl up there. We need to find her.
Hmm.
She's in here. Stay here.
Hey, Bigfoot, mind the goddamn vinyl, will ya? Andrew, it's a trick.
Ah!
He knows I was about to confess all to the judge.
No,
Will
wait.
you protect me? You must.
Wait, this isn't right. No way.
I assure all gathered here today that our town will be free of the devil's grasp. Together, by God's grace, little hope will prevail. My word on it.
This court is hastily convened, but with good reason. If we are to finally rid ourselves of the evil which has infested Little Hope, then we must act today. I accuse you, Mary, of witchcraft. What say you, Reverend?
The evidence, as discovered through my investigation, is beyond question. Mary uses her puppet as a familiar to summon and serve the devil.
We have been deceived by a child, by her guise of innocence. This puppet was mistakenly used to denounce Tabitha, but it has always belonged to Mary and Mary alone. She allowed her own kin to be executed as she watched in silence.
That is not so. Liar!
Now this tainted child, this creature of Satan, has the marrow to accuse me, a man of God, of wrongdoing.
This is crazy. These people have lost it.
It was never my intention to bring harm to this town or its people. Can you not help me?
What can I do? If I could do something to stop this, I would, but...
Now in her hour of greatest need,
I don't
this
see
child
how.
of the damned pleads once more for the
Wait.
devil's help.
I beg the court's indulgence. Please guide me at this time. I seek your counsel. We have to stop this. The only madness is right here in this court. Carver, he's the evil one. We have been swayed by malice. The truth hidden from us, but not by Mary. Reverend Carver is the one urging us to believe in the devil.
Be silent.
This is all
You'll
his
not deceive
doing.
us any longer. Your true purpose is plain to see. I will see this town purged of all evil.
He knows what he's talking about. Carver is the guilty one here.
What must I do to bring Little Hope back into the line? I fear the Reverend and what he's capable of. You have to stop Carver. It's him, don't you get it? He's condemning Mary to take the heat off himself. I know what must be done here.
Be still. What is the meaning of this outrage? What I have just learned sickens me to my core. There are serious questions which must be asked of you. How can a man of God conduct himself in such a way? Mary, your suffering is at an end. You are free to leave.
Fool! Misled by a child! Do you not see what she is? The truth stares at you from the depths of hell, yet you see nothing. The devil's daughter has deceived you all. Not me. I see her. I see her! Satan's whore! You will pay heavily for your crimes. I was one of the first to fall under your spell. Now all of Little Hope is mesmerized by you.
I've not the words. Without you, I would be dead. You saved me. I shall remember you all my days.
But I didn't save you.
You pulled one out there, man. Nailed the priest, got the kid off the hook. Good job. We should go.
Tell me what happened.
You see the girl, Mary?
We're all done. Good to go. All thanks to my man Andrew here.
No. Something's not right. Oh, I saw it in the... saw Gollum down there. Oh no. Oh no! Oh man.
Hey!
I'm real sorry. I know it wasn't your fault. Both of us been through some real tough time these past years. About half a mile or so, there's a diner with a working phone. You call for help and you leave this place. And don't you ever come back. Ain't nothing left here for you.
Thanks for all the help, Vince.
I'm real sorry for what I've put you all through.
We've all had one hell of a rough night.
That's gonna haunt me forever.
You're not alone here.
Take it easy on
We've all
yourself.
been through
You know
hell.
that, right?
We're finally getting out of
You
this
can't
hell.
blame yourself for it.
I just wish we all could have made it.
We're diverting all traffic through Little Hope. You okay, buddy? You seem a little confused.
Yeah, I'm fine. I just want to get these folks to where they need to be.
I doubt a short
Oh.
delay will trouble him too much.
Oh, Anthony.
Can everyone just shut up? This isn't helping us find help or getting us out of here.
Oh my God.
Hi there. How you doing? Excuse me, but we're looking for our bus driver.
What?
Have you seen him?
Yeah, that's funny. Sounds like you could use a drink.
Better not, thanks. Need to keep a clear head.
What the hell is going on in there?
Get the hell out of here!
I'll go once I look you in the eye. Now let me in! Hey!
I don't think he gets how bad a mess we're in.
Andrew found a bus driver he was never far. Oh.
That's it. Game over. You're done. For now, at least. You could always try again, see if you can get a different result. That's the problem with demons. If you don't lay them to rest, they will haunt you forever. Not a bad effort. Some found redemption, some didn't. All your doing. And you eventually found him. The bus driver. Maybe he can now put the past behind him. Till we meet again. Maybe in the South Pacific, or the Arabian Desert, or somewhere else. But we will meet again. At least one more time.
Okay. Well, that was That was Little Hope. We were much closer to the end than I thought we were last time. Ugh.
Oh, what is this that I can't see with eyes?
Still processing everything. Let me jump to this.
I am deaf, none can excel.
Oh, man. That's like... I'll be honest, I didn't see that coming. I didn't think it was all in Anthony's head. But now I'm curious about
Oh,
Vince
I have come to get your soul, to leave your body and leave it cold. To drop the flesh right off in your frame. The earth and worms both have their claim. Oh, death.
I liked that a lot. I liked it a lot better than Man of Medan, and that's not just because Man of Medan was, like, glitchy, even after all this time. Like, from a narrative standpoint, it just kind of kept me guessing until the end. And I don't, like, I haven't fully processed everything that, like, had gone on with Anthony.
Won't you spare me over
And Andrew
for
and
another
Abraham. It makes me want to just, like, see how many different endings there are.
Nothing satisfies me but your soul.
Oh.
The only
I do wish Taylor had survived, though. She's still my favorite, and I'm still heartbroken over that. And Angela, I don't know how Angela didn't survive. Like, we just didn't get a choice. This is brutal. This one definitely hit me more from a more emotional standpoint than Man of Medan did. I think as, like, this is the second in the series, right? By far my favorite so far. I do like it better than The Quarry. Those are the only things I have to compare it to, right? Well, Until Dawn, which I haven't played, but I've watched, like, a full playthrough multiple times. The Quarry, which I have on this channel. And you can check it out on YouTube at ThickDG9520. Yeah. And Man of Medan, which you can also check out on YouTube at ThickDG9520. And if you want to, like and subscribe. Yes. Compared to those three, I liked this one a lot more. Skip to the end. Let's see, what do we got? An advertisement.
Do you believe in God?
Absolutely not.
We'll start believing. We are under attack by... I don't know what. You wouldn't believe me even if I tried. Hell, I don't believe it and I was there.
In Sumerian myth, they say the souls of the dead went deep underground to the House of Ashes.
House of Ashes.
Where they lived on dust, plagued by the demons of the underworld.
Okay. Well, we know what we'll have to play next in the series, House of Ashes. Full circle. Completed the solo story. Okay, I want to see if I unlocked any sort of bonus features. Secrets of Little Hope. All brass secrets. All silver secrets. Ah. I don't want to watch the documentary. Yeah, might as well. We unlocked it, and I don't want to end the stream this early. Let's watch this documentary. Let's do it. Maybe that'll give me more time to process my Okay, designing the demon.
I just saw someone in the woods. Okay, very good. We're freaked. Who's there?
Whoever you are, this isn't funny at all.
The demons are an integral part of the story of Little Hope. It's the crux of a lot of the things that happen, and that informs a large part of what we're doing. The starting point for each of the demons was the style of execution. They're based on a character that gets killed.
Let me
that then informs how the character behaves.
think
how
I'm
it moves,
feeding back
how
a
it
little
sounds,
bit.
and those are all brought together to give us that convincing, terrifying demon.
Okay.
In order to make convincing demons, you need to ground them in nature. So what we do is we use our understanding of anatomy and our deep understanding of biomechanics and the principles of the way things move and the way things actuate, and we apply this to the demon design. We obviously start with the production design. The production design is a drowned demon. What we need to do then is look for extra reference. We have to look at stuff like autopsies. We'd look at what happens to the skin when it gets exposed to water for a long time. We have to look at creatures from underwater. We look at various types of fish. Loads of images and real-world reference helps, although it's slightly gruesome.
This particular demon we're looking at is the one that's been hung. We didn't want to show the whole of this character, and right from the beginning we said, let's focus on the areas which are the most terrifying. And so the overall silhouette of the character was to be like this twisted rope. Her limbs had coiled, and so we were exaggerating the metaphor of this hanging. 1,000 years of being trailed along the ground.
So
worn
whose
away, her
demon
feet,
was
the
that?
bones being worn down, the nails being broken off. She'd been in pain for a long time. The most key of all of the elements was the face and how we framed that, and that was that broken, twisted neck, one eye remaining, a tear coming out because it's that last remains of her soul. The noose was digging into her neck, and her tongue is actually so bloated and grown that that actually became a feature for us in the game, that tongue actually becomes a grapple to get hold of some of the characters.
To animate a demon, we would start.
I wonder
with
if you
looking
get
at
different
how they
demons
walk or
depending
move forward.
on
Some of them are dragging
the
themselves,
outcomes of
and
like the
then also
flashback
how they would
scenes.
attack their victims.
Because
just
Taylor
flesh
had
out the
that
layout and the choreography
burning
of it.
cross demon.
Mocap is a big help. Obviously, it's a lot faster than keyframing from scratch. So we decided to use it as a base for some of them, and then we would layer on top of that all the characteristics that bring them to life, even though they're dead.
The Crush Demon in particular was difficult to work with because we weren't able to use motion capture footage. So that is going to be completely hand animated. So that meant we were really starting from scratch. All the other demons, we did use actors' footage. So we have a lot of actors with spikes tied to them, limping across the scene.
Let's get the fuck out of here!
On the Broke Demon, we asked the actor to use various props to try and achieve the sort of movement that we wanted. And I think he did a great job. It was really successful. We've had to, again, add on to that to help with the weight and the believability.
We take our initial cues for the sound of the demons from the visuals, and they look fantastic. But then
Very
we have
cool.
to take the sound of the demons beyond the visuals to give them a really strong otherworldly presence. We need each of the demons to be individually recognizable whilst maintaining that uncomfortable unfamiliarity for the player. So at distance you might hear the chains clanking or the vocal screams. But when you get close up to the demons, you hear
recording
lots
Foley.
of detail.
I love
the cracking
that.
of skin, the creak of the chains, the breaths or the sound of the icky vomit. We really want the player to feel the breath through the sound of the demon on their face.
Angela, no!
When we're thinking about the camera work for the demons, one thing that was really at the forefront of my mind was trying not to show too much, trying not to lose all restraint, and I think that's a really easy trap to fall into with CG in general, and especially with games that you've got all these monsters that you've built and you've spent a lot of time working on, and it's really easy just to go straight to putting everything on screen. But thinking back to some classic horrors, classic monster movies, a lot of times there the directors had to use a lot of restraint and just show little bits and pieces because they didn't have that kind of budget or that kind of effect to really make it convincing. And there's something about that I really like that I wanted to bring back to Little Hope. So when I was directing the camera team, I've asked them to show little bits, little glimpses, a clawed hand here, a shadow on the wall there, the chains rattling, whatever the key characteristics were of that demon. The interesting thing with that is that I think sometimes your imagination as a viewer fills in the blanks in a far more terrifying way than we really could. So we tried to build up that suspense, working up to this big reveal where you finally see full on in the light this thing that's been hunting you down in all its gross, horrific glory. With the demon scenes, lighting definitely had a key part to play as well. It had to work complementary to what we wanted to do with the cameras, but also there's some very specific things you can do with lighting that really lent itself to this task. So one of the big ones was the use of silhouettes. The demons have really interesting form and really interesting shapes. They're very unusual, you know, these humanoid creatures all distorted, and we wanted to use that without revealing too much. So quite often we try to use backlighting or the fog that's present all through Little Hope is a really useful tool for silhouettes, as you can have this nice separation with a brighter background and then have the creature dark in the foreground. It was a nice way to make them feel even more gross than they really were.
The Little
That's
Hope
really
narrative is extremely multi-layered, and the demons not only represent the tortured souls of the characters, but they also represent the psychological trauma that humans can obtain through witnessing traumatic events. So when the game opens in the prologue and the main character is witnessing these traumatic events, we underscore this with really strong male Gregorian choir, which we use later in the game when the demons are attacking to really strengthen and reference that psychological trauma with the tormented souls of the characters.
I didn't even catch that, like, when playing. That's really
the broken demon's
cool.
the most terrifying because of the way it moves. It's really unsettling because you can't anticipate where it's going to go next. All the limbs are breaking and it's all moving in a really erratic way. So if you were to try and escape from it, you wouldn't know where to go because it might go there or it might go over here. So that's the most terrifying in terms of unpredictability, I suppose, and having a deep effect on your psyche.
Interestingly, when you work at Supermassive, you get immune to horror. That's one thing I've definitely noticed. The powers of horror somehow get lost in me every time I'm watching a horror movie. I don't get so scared anymore just because I see this stuff every day. But doing those demon scenes, I must admit, even watching them back as they were work in progress, it was always like fairly distressing and fairly horrific. So hopefully some of that comes across in the experience for the player too.
That's super cool. It's just like little things like that. So much love went into this game. Like, kudos, Dark Pictures, Bandai Namco Supermassive Games. Kudos. Even this guy, who I still don't know, the curator. I feel like there's some secret lore going on behind the scenes, but yeah. Super cool. Just awesome. I didn't even pick up, like I said, I was trying to watch and not interrupt too much, but I didn't even pick up on like the Gregorian chants and stuff as like a touchback to when Anthony as a child witnessed these horrible things. The idea to include that whenever the demons show up is just like absolutely genius. I love that so much. Just beautifully directed, really well produced, and this game was awesome. I more than likely will play this again. My purgatory theory was just kind of not necessarily out the door. It was just, I guess Anthony was the bus driver all along, and I guess I read too much into the whole ferryman sort of thing. Unless that plays a reference into like what happens next in House of Ashes, which I think is a possibility at this point. I mean, anything is a possibility at this point. But yeah, overall great. I'm still upset Taylor's dead, and Angela as well. But we played it as authentically as we could, full of hopes and regrets. Yeah, lots of theories with this one that just kind of So they're all different aspects of Anthony's personality. And I hmm. Hmm. I find it interesting that, like, I wonder what happens if, like, everyone survives versus everyone dies. Because that was kind of the thing that I was noticing as I was playing, is Anthony, or Andrew per se, was the only one who did not have a demon. And I kept thinking it was going to come along. Um, but also, like, the preacher, and who did the preacher represent? I just have a lot of questions. I think I still need to process, but overall, I did love this game. I'll be playing it again. Who knows? Maybe on stream with, like, multiple people. Try and do the multiple story rounds instead of just, like, the solo experience. But for now, we have completed Little Hope, which means as part of the next series, we're going to move on to House of Ashes. We'll do a game in between. I have a good one in mind for next Sunday, which you'll have to tune in around 7-ish p.m. Here on twitch.tv/thickdg. So thank you for joining me. If you liked what you saw, feel free to follow and turn on Twitch notifications. And if not, I just appreciate you stopping by. Let's look at our collectibles too, because now I gotta know. What did we find? New. All the pictures. What about the secrets? We found a lot of secrets. Okay. Locked? Interesting. Yeah, so the game lends itself to a lot of extra playthroughs and just finding things. I don't think it is necessarily possible to find everything on one playthrough. But yeah. Great game. I loved this. If I had to give it a rating out of 10, I forget what I gave Man of Medan, but I probably gave it a 6, or at least that's what's coming to mind. With this one, 6 out of 10. With this one, I don't know. For me, this was kind of like this was a 9. And there are still some elements to the ending and I think overall plot that are a little lost on me that I kind of want to research a bit more, or maybe play again on my own time to bridge that gap and kind of come to an understanding. But yeah, this is a 9 out of 10 for me. Beautiful game. I love the art direction. I love the story, and it makes me very hopeful for House of Ashes. With that, I will leave you all be. Have a wonderful night. I will see you Thursday. We're going to finish Mother 3, and then next Sunday for a new episode of Sunday Scaries. Good night, everybody.